Welcome to another Rich Alvarez live stream. I am, as always, your host, Rich Alvarez. Today, we're going to be doing kind of a fun little ditty that I like to call Fast Food Tier List. And I like to call it that because that's what it is. We're going over every fast food place, or at least the most popular fast food places in the country. This idea was, of course, suggested by our very own Chris Muller when I was begging him on the phone earlier to please come up with an idea for streaming since my brain didn't work. Eventually, Chris and I will together do a Mario tier list. But that is not today. Today, we are doing the fast food tier list. So, anyways, thank you for coming. I see a lot of people in here already. Darkness the Actor, Dan Erickson, Chris, of course, Silver Shadow. Dante Peebles, Stream Elements is here. Nacho Taco. Thank you all for coming. I'm gonna wait a couple minutes to make sure everybody's in here before we start. How you guys doing? Mega Shadow's here. Yo. Once again, I'm blocking Doctor Strange, but there he is. All right. Well, let's get started here. I'm gonna put on my lucky A1 hat, and yeah, let's get started. So, anyways, let's go over to. This is the board we will be using, and here am I. Okay, so as you can see, there are plenty of fast food chains on here, and we are going by what I think tastes best. What I think tastes best, because there are a lot of people are like, well, but like Dairy Queen forgot to pay their taxes in 2009. It doesn't matter. We're going by like the fact that they may or may not have paid their taxes in 2009 has nothing to do with the taste of their ice cream or their burgers. Does it make sense? Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page now. All right, so with that being said, we might as well just start with that. Dairy Queen. It's got good ice cream, but everybody has good ice cream, unless like your McDonald's, which uses like the fake powdery stuff. Dairy Queen does use real ice cream, but so do a lot of places, and their burgers are not very good. So I might as well just start with Dairy Queen here. Where are they? Help me out, everybody. Oh, it's right here. We're going to go ahead and put Dairy Queen on the D list. It's like they're not horrible, but they're not great. It's just kind of like, it's just like right there. Anyways, okay, what's next? Let's go with a few that maybe are a little bit more rare, like Cane's, for example. I thought Cane's was pretty good. I just had Cane's for the first time the other day. I'm going to put it on a B tier. Now, when you think of Cane's, or maybe you didn't know what Cane's was, it is very similar to like a Popeyes or a Church's, which I feel like Cane's, Popeyes, and Church's are almost like in kind of the same category as each other, and like it's a little bit different than say like a KFC. I know a lot of people like to throw KFC in there, but KFC is like almost its own thing. Like when I want to go to a fast food place and get a bucket of chicken, I go to KFC. But when I want to get like a nice like cool like chicken sandwich with a side of like mashed potatoes, I'm going to Popeyes, you know? So it's like it just depends on what you want. But I would put Cane's right up there on the B. But as far as all these chicken places go, I'm going to go ahead and put Church's on the C, and then I'm going to go ahead and put Popeyes, and I just had it, and then it moved because I've been swapping some stuff around over here. Here it is. I'm going to put Popeyes on the best tier. So Church's, Cane's, Popeyes, that's where your chicken goes. KFC, again, KFC is a little bit of its own thing. I'm going to go ahead and put KFC on the B tier. And the only reason why I'm putting KFC under Popeyes is because I just feel like Popeyes is more applicable. Like I said, if I wanted to go get a bucket of chicken, I'd go to KFC. But when's the last time I myself wanted a bucket of chicken for myself? Like, you know, years ago, maybe. You know, so anyways. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. Now we've got like, you know, they put a lot of the pizza places on here as well. Now you'll notice that not every pizza place is on here because there is a definitive difference between like really great tasting pizza and fast food pizza. Allow me to explain. Mountain Mike's, our local favorite, Steve's Pizza, Round Table Pizza, those places are really great pizza I mean, nothing will compare to like a hole in the wall place you can find in New York, of course, but those are great pizzas. But like Domino's, Little Caesars, those are fast food pizza. That's like pizza you get when like you're like your car breaks down on the corner and you're looking around the mini mall and the only thing that's there is a Little Caesars and you think, well, I'll take a year off my life. Give me that Little Caesars. It's not good. But yeah, I would put I would put Little Caesars on the F, and I'll go ahead and put Domino's on the D just because I feel like Domino's has a slight advantage. Maybe because I think their cheese tastes better and their dough's not quite as horribly doughy as as Little Caesars, but that's where we're at. Oh my goodness. SC Thornhider super chatted $2. Thank you, SC Thornhider, and says, how much money for more character drive-through videos? Oh man. I'm gonna leave that up to Chris if he's still here because man, those, those, I know that those seem easy to do, but it does take a lot of work and preparation. I feel like the next time, if I was ever going to do one of those again, and first of all, I'm 34 years old. I might be a little too old to do drive-through prank videos, but if I was gonna do it, I think that I don't know. I would want to get a different costume. I wouldn't want to go as Mario. I would go as something else, and I would really try to. Obviously not script because who knows what they're going to say at the window, but I would want to try to prepare some lines and zingers that I could do, and I would try to make that as funny as possible. Yeah, so it's almost not even a matter of money. Of course, I would do it if somebody gave me a ton of money to do it, but it more has to do with like if I want to do it, and and so on and so forth. All the things that I just said. We got Scott Otter in the house. He says, $5 hot and ready can't be beat. I'm afraid, Scott, it can be beat. Dan Erickson super chats and says, let's play Life is Strange Remastered. Let's not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe one of these days. I still have it on my PC. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get to Life is Strange eventually. I mean, I have played it, but to me, it's not that fun to let's play. And I was talking to Chris about this today as well. I feel like the next game I'm gonna let's play is like going to be like Final Fantasy VII. I'm going to try to get through the entire game, the original Final Fantasy VII, by the way, because the remake is not the entire game. But I will try to stream Final Fantasy VII one of these days. Yeah, one of these days. I was thinking about doing it today, but I feel like the first live stream of me playing Final Fantasy VII has to be like at least like 4 hours long if we're going to make a dent in that game at all. And I really wanted to do something I could get done in like under 2 hours. And so we came up with the food list. Anyways, so yeah. Chris says, at RichAlvarez, here's a good compromise though. We could do a React live stream and rewatch all of our old drive-through videos. Well, Chris, good idea. Sounds a little lazy, but I'm down. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is coming soon. Well, it's coming like next year, but I'm looking forward to it. Anyways, back to the food. Oh, wait a minute, Xanderbrowse. Xanderbrowse super chats and says, I work at Sonny's Barbecue, but I'll still have Little Caesars before Sonny's. Lol. Okay, cool. Scott says, I swear, if In-N-Out isn't in the best category, I will be unsubscribing. Okay, so we're going to save In-N-Out for a little bit later, just so you know. Anyways, let's keep going. Chipotle, that's the burrito place of the fast food world. I actually enjoyed Chipotle's a lot, or Chipotles, whatever you want to call it. I believe it is Chipotle. But it is, as far as burrito places goes, I like it because you can get a burrito fast. I used to like Chipotle's more because they had better ingredients and they were cheaper. Now I feel like their ingredients have slipped and it doesn't quite taste as good and it's more expensive, which is terrible because at this point I can go to my local authentic Mexican restaurant and get a burrito for about the same price or less than Chipotle. It won't be conveniently wrapped in that aluminum foil, but it'll taste a lot better. Again, this is why it's on the fast food list. It is a fast food burrito. It's bigger and taste fresher. Notice I didn't say healthier. It just tastes fresher than Taco Bell. It's not really healthier. But yeah, it is still a fast food burrito. If you want a truly great burrito, find your local Mexican restaurant. They're usually called something like Aldenberto's or Adinberto's. Find something like that and get a carne asada burrito. Change your life. Or you can get a California burrito. And where would Waluigi's taco stand rank? Oh man, never had. It's where it would rank, but I'd give it an F ranking if it was a real thing. Man, I feel like Pizza Hut. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and put Pizza Hut. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, I'm on here and not here. We're gonna go ahead and put Pizza Hut up on the C because I feel like it is a step above Domino's. Okay, so anyways, I was talking a big game about Chipotle, but anyways, as far as fast food places go, because we are talking about fast food, I'm gonna go ahead and put it on B because, like I said, it's not the best burrito in the world, but compared to other fast food burritos, it's pretty dang good. So it's B rank. Okay. Denny's is a diner, but it is it has become fast food. That is, I'm not surprised it's on this list. We're going to go ahead and set the record straight. We're going to put Denny's at C because there's a lot of good stuff at Denny's, but Denny's is so overly greased that a lot of stuff at Denny's can taste really great in the moment, but unfortunately, it's starting to have a little bit of that McDonald's problem where it's like an hour after you eat Denny's, you just feel your blood start to flow slower, your right arm starts to cramp up a little bit, you get a horrible migraine, you're just on the it's just horrible stuff. Or maybe that's just me in Denny's. We get a super chat. Xander Brass says, "Oh, hi, Danny," which I believe is a reference to The Room. I don't know why else you would say that. Dan Erickson says Super Mario Brothers season 1 through 5 stock film video logger. I don't know. I really don't know what you mean by that, Dan, but maybe you can clarify. Oh, Garrett's here. He says the Grad Slamwich is a national treasure. How very dare you? Yeah. I think he meant the Grand Slamwich, but yeah. Anyways, yes, Denny's. Garrett, if you want to go to Denny's sometimes, I'm still down. Again, I have to make a tier list here, so I have to be incredibly honest. I never said I wouldn't go to Denny's. I just said it made me feel crap. That being said, hey, if you want to go to the Denny's down the road later, I'm down. Let me know in the comments below. Okay. Let's see. What should I do after Denny's? Is IHOP on here? Oh, how very interesting. Oh, wait. No, never mind. IHOP's right here. I thought for a minute they put Denny's and not IHOP. And I was like, you can't have Denny's without IHOP because whoever made this list, if they didn't put IHOP on here, that would come off as extremely, extremely biased. But anyways, IHOP. It's the exact same thing as Denny's. In fact, here's where it teeters. I feel like IHOP actually tastes a little bit better than Denny's, but it's more expensive than Denny's. And so it just kind of evens out to me because, I mean, that's just how I think of food. Like, I'll eat really terrible food if it's cheap. And I think a lot of you would agree with that sentiment. And hence, that's why we have so much fast food in this country, is because we like our food cheap. We don't really care how healthy it is for us, or we wouldn't eat it. And that is the unfortunate truth. ASMR says the interdimensional hall of portals. Killjoy, they both have waffles, Denny's and IHOP, by the way. Okay, this is really fun. I've actually been to a Waffle House. We went to a Waffle House a long time ago when we visited the East Coast, and it was really good. The waffles, I'll never have a better waffle. And I love waffles to death. Waffle House, if you've never been to a Waffle House, take a trip to the East Coast. It's the best. It just, they're like, they're like dirty and they're disgusting, but man, do those waffles taste great. Darkness says the only good thing about Denny's is the parking lot to throw hands at someone. Okay. Thank you, Darkness, the actor. A lot of kids hang out in the Denny's parking lot because it's 24 hours. Garrett says, take a stand, Rich. Someone needs to win and someone needs to die in the IHOP versus Denny's battle. Well, if anybody cares that much, let me know if this is the hill that someone needs to die on for Denny's versus IHOP. That's hilarious. Xanderbrow, please drive through video of the lowest rank. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay, getting back to all this. Is there anything else like a Denny's or an IHOP on here? I think those were basically the diners. If there's another diner on here, I'm either not seeing it or I've never been to it. Okay, we're going to do the battle of the subs, and it's going to be really simple. At least I think it's going to be really simple. I'm looking for Togos, and I do not see Togos on this list. But I tell you what, here's a really interesting bit of trivia. So Quiznos started, I believe Quiznos started in, I want to say Quiznos started in the 90s. I could be wrong on that. Maybe they started earlier, but I believe we in California got Quiznos in the 90s. Maybe they started in the 80s. I know, but Quiznos was the first sandwich place, the first sub place to toast their sandwiches. And that's why their logo is toasty. And they were extremely successful in the 90s because they served toasted subs. Unfortunately, Subway finally got smart, bought a toaster, and started toasting their subs. And their subs are a little bit wider and thicker than Quiznos. So Quiznos kind of lost out a little bit. I think that Quiznos does have a pretty good taste, but overall, you get more options at Subway. And that is why, unfortunately, Quiznos will get the C and Subway will get the B. But I do not see Togos. And I'm realizing that someone on this list, whoever made this list, I guess they just thought, does anybody see Togos on this list? I don't think it's on this list. I guess they just figured since Togos is so much better than the other two, it's just not fast food. It's not cheap. It tastes better. So, yeah, okay. But if Togos was here, it would be on the S tier, the best tier. Okay. All right, so let's move on to so obviously we have our Little Caesars, Domino's, and Pizza Hut. Those were the pizza places I put up there in that order. I also see Sbarro's on here. Now, Sbarro's is really interesting because I think of Sbarro's as mall pizza. It's basically what most malls. Hi, Christine. Thanks for just getting here. What is happening? I am ranking fast food places, and you'll have to go back and watch the beginning because I already made a fantastic case for why all these things are here in this order. Anyways, Xanderbrough says, I'm still surprised Sonic wasn't featured in the Sonic movie. Oh, like the fast food place? I don't know. That would have been horribly tacky. Anyways, okay, so again, we just did Subway and Quiznos. Togos would be on top, but it's not here. Let's move on to yeah, Christine says Sbarro pizza is suck. That's right. That's what I was in the middle of talking about. And thank you, Christine, my sister, for getting to the point faster than I'm trying to make it. Now here's the thing. I don't think Sbarro's is horrible, but I do think of it as mall pizza, and it's in malls. And I often, it's under a heat lamp for hours. Sbarro's, they've had to close down a lot of Sbarro's because it wasn't making any money and they were horribly dirty and disgusting. Once in a blue moon, if you can catch Sbarro's when they have just popped it up out of the oven and it's fresh, it can be good. But the problem is it tries to taste like New York pizza and it fails at tasting like New York pizza. It tastes like a really cheap imitation. I would still eat it over Domino's, though, so I'm going to put Sbarro's on the C. I'll put it on the C rank, just to be fair. Okay. All right. What now? Okay. Because Sonic was mentioned earlier, I will grade Sonic. I wasn't really trying to get into, like, the burger places yet. But here's the thing about Sonic. I love that Sonic tries to be vintage with, like, the drive-up feature and, like, you get your own personalized menu. I love that. Unfortunately, Sonic food, not so great. It just like, it's kind of like, the only way I can describe it is because, there's not as many Sonics as there is Wendy's. It kind of tastes like Wendy's if they took everything out of the ovens and fryers 2 minutes early. If you know, so if that makes any sense to you, that's kind of where Sonic's is. I'm going to give Sonic a D, and because I just made that statement, I guess I'll have to give Wendy's the C. A little bit about Wendy's. I love Wendy's. The Baconator, back when they had the Baconator with the pretzel bun, that was probably my favorite burger of all time at that time, but they took it away, and so Wendy's gets a C. If they still had the bacon burger, it would have been at least B. But like really, like all of the like, you know, the chili is never fresh, you know, the baked potatoes are dry, the regular burgers at Wendy's are not anything to write home about. I mean, I'll eat Wendy's. It's not fantastic though. Oh my goodness. Garrett says Sbarro's over Domino's. This is a declaration of war. I'm so sick of Domino's, Garrett. Every party we get Domino's. And you know, the garlic crust can become overbearing. They don't put enough cheese. The dough is just so dry. You know, I tried Macro's Pizza. It's not on this list, but it's a local pizza place. I tried is it Marco's? It's Marco's Pizza. I tried Marco's Pizza, a local pizza place last night. That pizza was truly, truly delicious. And if it was on this list, and if I could do it, I would rank Costco pizza above Domino's, you idiot. Sorry. Apologies, Garrett. Anyways, I feel strong about the pizza. And Domino's pizza is not very good, just so you know. I don't think so. It's fake American pizza. If you want really good pizza, Mountain Mike's. I don't know if that's only on the West Coast, but Mountain Mike's is good. It'll cost you $30 for a pizza, so I never get it, but it tastes delicious. That's what pizza should taste like. Anyways. Okay, Wiener Schnitzel, the fast food place that needs no introduction. It goes on F. I'm not going to describe it any further than that. Christine says, the one time I thought Domino's was good, I was high. So that should tell you everything you need to know, Garrett. Garrett says, well, yeah, if we got Sbarro's every party, we'd be dead. That's also true. That is also true. Chris says, I agree. Mountain Mike's is really good. It is great. Okay. I'm going to start putting things in never had. I don't know what this is, just called wings. I've never been to a Zaxby's. Never been to Penn Station. Don't know what Blimpie is. I've never been to Bojangles. Never been to Cookout. Never been to Culver's. A lot of these I think are East Coast places that I've never been to. And I have been like once or twice to the East Coast. And that's how I had Waffle House. But I guess I missed out on all of these other fast food opportunities. Let's see here. What else? I don't know what this is. I think we got a Potbelly around here, but I've never had it. Long John Silver's is basically dead, but I'm going to put it on F tier because it's gross. I've never had this. This is the one that kills me the most. I've never had Checkers because, again, those are all on the East Coast. Never had it. Oh, Papa John's is on here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put Papa John's on B because it's not as good as Mountain Mike's, but it's pretty good. Okay, let's see here. Wingstop. I think Wingstop. It's so funny because I know that Buffalo Wild Wings isn't technically fast food because it's kind of a sort of niche-ish restaurant sports bar. But whenever I want to get wings, I usually go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I only go to Wingstop if I have no other choice because their wings are not nearly as good as as Buffalo Wild Wings. However, if I'm feeling like wings and Buffalo Wild Wings isn't open, you know what I'll do? I'll get something else. I'll go get tacos. James King says, you keep being awesome, Richie. Also, betting Chick-fil-A is at least B tier. Yes, we're going to get to Chick-fil-A a little bit later. But thank you for super chatting. Oh, I got like some spit stuck in my throat. It went down the wrong pipe. Thank you, James King. Okay. I've never had Portillo's. I've had Jimmy John's once. Well, since we're on the subject of Jimmy John's, I'll put Jimmy John's on the same rank as Subway. I remember it being pretty good. Let's see. What else have I not have? What is this? Moe's Southwest Grill. I don't think I've had that. Torchy's Taco sounds fun, but I've never had that. Sorry, I keep going off screen. I just don't know. Celebrating Roy Rogers 50 years. And Roy Rogers, I don't know what that is. I don't think I've ever been to Schlotsky's. We have one around here. Nope, don't know what that is. Okay, looking. Jersey Mike's, Wawa, don't know what that is. I've never actually had Whataburger, never had Taco Cabana, never had Swenson's, never had Sheets. Sorry, there's a lot that I haven't had. I'm just trying to get them out of the way. Okay, I believe, nope, there's still one more that I've never had. It's this one. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, there we go. Now we can clearly see what's left as far as everything goes. In fact, I'm going to go like this. You won't see me for a minute, but we need to see everything. Okay, A&W's, I think it gets a bad rap because the burgers are not very good, but it does feature fountain fresh A&W root beer, which is really great. They make terrific shakes with that, and the burgers aren't fantastic, but everything else they have is pretty good. Sometimes they're connected to KFC's for convenience. But anyways, I'm going to give A&W at least a D because just for the root beer, at least it would be higher if it had better food. But the root beers keep it from getting an F. Arby's, we're just going to go ahead and put that on F. No explanation needed. Steak and Shake, I'm going to give it a C. It's pretty good. I haven't had it in so long. I don't really remember, but I do remember really enjoying it. So I'm going to give it a C. Garrett says A&W probably has the best onion rings. I disagree. The best onion rings are also at Red Robin, but that's not on this list because it's not technically fast food. I also would prefer the onion rings from Carl's Jr., my friend. Firehouse subs, we're going to go ahead and put that on the same tier as Subway. It's also pretty good. Anyways, Wingstop, it's not good. I'm putting it on D. I'm putting it on F. It's not good. It's not good. Their boneless wings are super soggy. Not great. They don't have that crisp and delicious taste that Buffalo Wild Wings has, and I just can't stand it. Okay. Noodles and Company, that gets a B. It's actually pretty good. It's pretty good. If you like noodles and soups and things, Noodles and Company can be pretty good. But I remember last time they gave me the wrong thing, so it gets a C. Okay. Del Taco has some good stuff, but it also tastes pretty cheap. And I feel like in the same vein as like we were talking about Chipotle, it doesn't taste authentic. Obviously, Del Taco doesn't taste authentic at all. I'm giving it a C. I don't know, but those potato sticks are pretty good. Gets a B. Okay. Panda Express gets a B. It's like, I really like Panda Express because it's Chinese fast food, and I love Chinese food. It just doesn't get, I don't feel like it deserves the best, because I mean, if I really want really good Chinese food, I'm going to go to one of my local Chinese places. And there's one in particular, Chris knows that there's one Chinese place in our town that has some of the best Chinese food I've ever had. And therefore, I only get Panda Express when I'm not in my hometown. But it's pretty good. Gets a B. Boston Market gets an F rank. Panera Bread, I give it a C. I would give it a B because it tastes pretty good, but it's kind of expensive. It's kind of expensive. I give it a C. Shake Shack, B. Really good shakes, but it's not in a shack. What the heck? No, it's pretty good burgers too. It's just not quite Five Guys, if you know what I'm saying. And speaking of Five Guys, we're gonna wait till later to rank that one. Okay, Baja Fresh Mexican Grill can be okay. I give it a B. I give it a B. Okay. Let's see. What should I talk about now? Burger King. Nah, Jersey Mike's. Let's go Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's. It's like, it's kind of supposed to be like Subway, but it's more expensive, and like something about the salami tastes weird to me. I don't know. Jersey Mike's gets a C. It's just underneath Subway. Sorry. El Pollo Loco. I really like El Pollo Loco. B rank. Because they have some really great chicken and some really great like Mexican taste to the chicken and to some of the stuff they have over there. It's like, I can't quite explain it. Honestly, El Pollo Loco might even have gotten the best if it wasn't pricey as F. So, okay. Burger King. and Jack in the Box. I feel like those are pretty comparable to me, and one is better than the other. And here's the thing. If we're talking about 20 years ago, 20 years ago, when you could eat not a jump, that's the other place. 20 years ago, when you could eat a Whopper at Burger King and then eat the traditional long chicken sandwiches they had over there at Burger King, you used to be able to do that and enjoy it and not get sick afterwards. However, the last few times I've been to Burger King, I've gotten kind of sick afterwards, and the food just doesn't taste quite as good. They still got a pretty versatile menu at Burger King, but I don't know, man. Something is up. Oh no, Garrett, I took my webcam away because I wanted everybody to see the options here in the final moments. So because my webcam was blocking the options, just so you know. Anyways, Burger King. Oh, I see, because Chris really wants to see my face. Okay, well, everybody knows what's there. Okay, here's my face. Okay. All right. Okay, long story short, Burger King gets a C rank. I mean, it's not horrible. It just, isn't as good as it used to be. Jack in the Box is getting a B rank. And the reason why Jack in the Box is ahead of Burger King is because, I don't know, 2 tacos for $1. Jumbo Jack with cheese. The amazing chicken sandwiches at Jack in the Box, just the munchie meals. You can go into Jack in the Box at midnight and for $5 get a platter of tons of stuff. The bang for your buck is alive at Jack in the Box. It's cheap. It tastes good. It's probably not good for you, but it's cheap. You get a lot of food and it tastes pretty good. Give it a B rank. It doesn't get the best, because it is kind of greasy and I don't know. It's just not the best. Okay. Anywho's, we got a Silver Shadow here. When you get to Taco Bell, can you tell the "Are you hungry" story? You know, the one, lol. Yes. When I get to Taco Bell, I will tell that story. Okay. Now, some of you might be thinking that Carl's Jr. should be in the same vein as Jack in the Box and Burger King. However, it is not. I could be very biased about this one, but this is my list after all. You see, we grew up in a town with a Carl's Jr. We hung out at that Carl's Jr. We loved that Carl's Jr. Superstars with cheese. Spicy chicken sandwiches for $1. It was a good time to be a fan of Carl's Jr. Yes, thank you, ASMR. I believe this is what me and Matt used to do all the time. We worked this into the Harry Potter quote. It was Carl's Jr. Very good throwback. Garrett says, wait, Burger King got dinged for causing physical illness, but Jack in the Box gets praise? Travesty. Sorry, Garrett. It's my list. Anyways, I love Carl's Jr. It's cheap. It's good. It has everything positive I said about Jack in the Box. Carl's has it in spades. And then they also have the thick burgers. If you want to spend a little bit more money, the thick burgers, they used to be called the $6 burger, but now they're actually over $6. So we call them thick burgers now, but they have those. And if you live on the East Coast, then Carl's Jr. is called Hardee's, but they're the same thing. Anyways, Carl's Jr. is the out of the Jack in the Box, Burger King, generic burger place. We have to give the best version of that to Carl's Jr. It really is the best. Carl's Jr., you are the best. You're the best around nothing. Okay. For completely different reasons, there's another fast food place that's only available on one side of the country, but I have had it because they temporarily had one in Las Vegas. I am, of course, talking about the majestic, the elusive White Castle. See, people don't understand this, but White Castle isn't really a burger place. It is a fantasy where you get sliders. Yes, they are burgers, but they're not quite burgers. They're sliders. They're just little burgers, thin slices of meat. You get them by the bag. That's what they say over at White Castle. That just the amount of sliders you can shove into your face. I mean, I could probably eat about 20 of them at a time if I really wanted to, or more. I don't know. There's something special about White Castle. It has a fantastic taste, and I love it. And anyways, I don't feel like I need to explain White Castle. It is S tier. It is the best. Anyways, White Castle. There we go. Yes. Okay. So, anyways, we only have 5 options left here, and we're getting to some of people's very, very favorites. Now, here's the thing about Five Guys. I know people love Five Guys. It's a lot of meat. It's a lot of stuff. However, the last time I went to a Five Guys, which was a few months ago, I had to pay like $10.50 for my burger. Dude, if I want to pay $10.50 for a burger, I'll go to Red Robin, spend $8 on a burger, and get unlimited steak fries with that burger. And by the way, those Red Robin burgers are better than the Five Guys burgers. In fact, again, Red Robin, not fast food, but if it was on this list, that would be like above the best for me. My favorite place in the world to go for food just might be Red Robin, period. So anyways, it's not quite Red Robin. It's really expensive. And, sometimes it doesn't even taste that good. You can customize your Five Guys burger to be whatever you want, but it's overpriced. It is greasy as F. But I know a lot of people like it. It's just not my favorite. It's not horrible, though. B rank. Yeah. Anyways, now we're getting down to some of the big ones here. Oh, some of the big ones. All right. I'm gonna actually start with McDonald's. I saved McDonald's for one of the last ones because obviously McDonald's is the most famous fast food place in the world with over I don't even remember, something like, I can't even begin. Any number I say is going to be wrong. It's got locations up the ass in every corner of the world. I can go down the street this way and find a McDonald's. I can go down the street this way and find a McDonald's. I can go down the street this way and find a McDonald's. There are 10 McDonald's in a 5-mile radius around my house, and that is not an exaggeration. McDonald's is everywhere, so everybody knows McDonald's. But is McDonald's good? Some stuff at McDonald's is good. Honestly, if McDonald's just was the breakfast menu, I love Egg McMuffins. I love the hash browns. I even love the crappy little pancakes they have. I would eat those all day. But you know what they did? They took the all-day breakfast away at McDonald's. And so I got to go to work in the morning. I don't got time to stop by a McDonald's for an Egg McMuffin. I'll go to Starbucks and get their sausage and cheese if that's what I'm feeling, or I'll make one myself or whatever. It's not hard. But the breakfast is good. The rest of the menu, the fries are great. We always say the fries at McDonald's are great, but everything from the burgers and everything, it's like McDonald's has a specific taste and some people really like it, but it's like it probably is the worst food you'll ever eat. It stays in your digestive system for months. It's horrible for your regularity. And it makes you feel like crap within minutes. Sorry, McDonald's, but you're getting a D. And the only reason why you're not getting an F is because of the breakfast. So yeah, maybe try doing the McRib all year, and we'll bring you up the list a little bit. I don't know. Okay. What's going to happen now? Okay. Remember at the beginning how I said I don't care that I don't care if you didn't pay your taxes in 2009 or you did some other crappy stuff. I don't care if the owner of your fast food chain is a murderer. This list is based on taste and cleanliness alone. I want you to keep that in mind, okay? If anybody's thinking of anything else. That's all I'm going to say. All right, so let's start with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, it can be compared to Church's, Popeyes, and Cane's. Now, I already put those up on the list, but I didn't put Chick-fil-A on the list just yet because I feel like that's the most popular out of all of those. But here's what I got to say about Chick-fil-A. I like the taste of Chick-fil-A. I actually buy Chick-fil-A sauce because I like the taste of the sauce. But there's something about the actual chicken sandwiches at Chick-fil-A, like I like the grilled chicken nuggets they have at Chick-fil-A, but the actual chicken sandwiches, here's the problem. The chicken sandwiches at Chick-fil-A, they taste a lot like Popeye's chicken sandwiches, but the chicken is not as juicy and the bread is really dry. if there was something between the B rank and the best, I would put it there because I do think that Chick-fil-A is better than Cane's. But unfortunately, if I'm getting a chicken sandwich, I'm going to Popeyes, the place of the best chicken sandwich, period. There's nothing in this world better than a Popeyes chicken sandwich. Fight me. Okay, Chick-fil-A going on B. That was a lot of words to explain that. Okay. Now, we're getting down to two. It's In-N-Out and Taco Bell. The best. Do I really need to explain why? You know, my friend Brandon has a great story where he's had In-N-Out his whole life because, like me, he lives in California, of course. And he I don't remember when he said this was. It was years ago with his friends, but he's eating his like millionth In-N-Out burger, you know, as a teenager or something like that. And he just stands up and yells so that everyone in the restaurant can hear him. He says, "Thank you, In-N-Out, for giving me the best burger I've ever eaten in my whole life." That's about how the story goes. He tells it better, but he's also not here. But we love our In-N-Out in California. As far as burger places go, you'll notice that to me, it's on the same level as Carl's Jr. and White Castle. Now, typically, if I'm feeling like a burger and fries, I'm going to Carl's Jr. We don't have White Castles around here, so unfortunately, I don't have that option. But if I lived on the East Coast, maybe it would be White Castle. I don't know. I really like Carl's Jr. In-N-Out tastes really great. The double doubles, there's the combination of meat, cheese, lettuce, tomato, and the secret In-N-Out sauce, and then of course the In-N-Out fries, and I get them animal style with all the stuff on them. Really great stuff. But I could imagine if I ate In-N-Out every day, I might get tired of it. Maybe, I don't know. The reason why like it's on the same level to me as Carl's is because there's so much you can get at Carl's, especially if the Carl's has like a green burrito attached, or if your Hardee's has a red burrito attached. Again, same thing. There's just a bigger variety at Carl's. Yeah, In-N-Out is kind of similar to White Castle in that it has a small menu. In-N-Out just tastes great, but I don't always feel like a burger. I can go to Carl's and get a spicy chicken sandwich, or I can get, a taco, or I can get a salad. In-N-Out will provide me with burgers and fries. If I'm feeling burgers and fries, In-N-Out is a great place to go. It's why it's on the best. In-N-Out is praised. It is, it is pretty good. It is pretty good. If every restaurant in the world was just burgers and fries, and that's all they had on the menu was burgers and fries, I would only go to In-N-Out. So there you go. I hope that tells you something. Okay. There's only one fast food place left on this list. And if there was a rank above the best, that's where it would go for me. And we are, of course, talking about my favorite fast food restaurant in the world, Taco Bell. Now, some of you might be confused, but I have a good reason for why Taco Bell is my favorite. A lot of people, I guess it just kind of depends on what your taste buds are telling you. Some people would rather always get like a burger, or whatever. But for me, most of the time, if I'm feeling fast food, I'm feeling like Taco Bell, because I can get like a couple of soft tacos if I don't want to eat very much. And if I want a lot of food, I'll get like a cheese quesadilla and then a Crunchwrap Supreme. Or I'll get like a big like grilled cheese stuffed burrito or what have you. Garrett says 80% of this list is the ravings of a crazed lunatic. I love you and I will fight you. Thank you. Maybe I'm just hungry and that's why I'm talking about this. But yeah, some people don't like Taco Bell. Now, honestly, again, it kind of goes back to the same thing that I was saying about like Del Taco. Or El Pollo Loco. Like if I want really good Mexican food, if I'm looking for an authentic Mexican food, I will go to a Mexican restaurant. However, during the 30 minutes of my lunch break, I don't have time to sit down at an authentic Mexican restaurant. I'll go to Taco Bell. Naren says, Taco Bell ain't it, Chief. Much love, Rich. Now, listen, I know this is my list. I know this list isn't for everyone, but Taco Bell is my favorite fast food place. I've probably in the last 30 days gone there 15 days. That's half the month. That's where all my money goes, is Taco Bell. The nacho cheese is to die for. I'm just a big nacho guy. I love nachos and I love tacos. And for me, if I want a taco quick, I'll go to Taco Bell. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that I have upset anyone. Let me know in the comments what your favorite fast food place is. Do you have a local favorite that's not on this list? Let me know what's going on. Anyways, but that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for joining us. I think we had a really great turnout. I'm so sorry, Garrett, for upsetting you on this list, but yeah. Stay classy, YouTube, and I will see you later. Bye-bye. If only I had something more to say. Oh well.